Hello everyone, Don the Crown here, just coming to you with our day 2, 3-ish wrap up. I'm going to try to keep this a little bit shorter and less rambly, but we have been streaming for another 22 hours, bringing us to a grand total of 54 hours on the league so far in terms of streaming, and it's been a lot of fun. Server issues were completely non-existent. There were a little bit of trade issues. There were a couple of hiccups when trade went down, so I'm pretty sure trade's going to be screwed later on this week or even next weekend, but not yet. But we had some really cool times today. Let me show you real quick. The character is currently now rocking dual wield. I kind of went and just got the Paradoxica, got it unveiled myself, and made myself a Dreadbeak at like the very end of the stream. And so I will be sharing kind of a POB for what it looked like at the end of the stream before I decided to go dual wield and check that out. But right now with Terminus Est and like Berserk and everything up, we're almost about 16 million DPS, which is pretty ridiculous. It's basically on par where we were at before with last league with the non-low life stuff, but I kind of feel a little bit more tanky this time around, and I've just been enjoying the low life. It's definitely a little bit of a weird play style, so don't feel like you have to do that because you're basically sitting at half health all of the time, and if you've been playing PoE for any amount of time, it's going to feel like you're just about to die at any second. But overall, it does feel pretty tanky. Upgrades that we got today, I believe I think we replaced our gloves and boots with just like slightly better resistance stuff. It's a little bit unfortunate about the gloves. These things are like insane, but we're going to have to go and probably get a hunter glove or something so we can get our chance to impale with lancing steel all the way up, or do some other shenanigans. And so I'm not super duper happy that I'm going to have to replace these awesome gloves. Our resistances are looking pretty solid right now. We're at, overcapped on all our res and also 47 chaos res, which is very, very nice. Boots are a little bit better. We also obviously got Dying Sun and Bottled Faith. We purchased both of them. We managed to kill Shaper on our own. We killed Cortex on our own, even though some major issues. I kind of got a little bit of an amulet upgrade, and I believe that's it kind of for the gear. Paradoxica, we unveiled ourselves. It has the physical damage poison, which, whatever any physical mod will do. And then accuracy quality. Accuracy quality is like maybe the third worst type of suffix that you can get. It kind of be like attack speed, crit, accuracy. The quality is okay because 1% quality is 1% increased physical damage. So basically this has 17% more physical damage, and that's nice. Dreadbeak is kind of cool because it gives you 100% increased damage on low life. It has like okay physical damage numbers. It's kind of a little bit faster than my Paradoxica at least. And then you get Onslaught while you're on low life, so you're basically always popping off Onslaught, and that is pretty neat. We're also getting +2 life gained on for each enemy hit by our attacks, and we combine that with our 4 life gain for each enemy hit by our attacks. And that's popping off some decent little life gain. I think we're like at 300 or something like that a second, which is kind of noticeable when you only have about, it's like popping back about 10% of my life per second if I'm lancing stealing. Now let's talk a little bit about some of the other things that happened today. And first things first, we were having some issues with seeing bosses. And so as you can see here in this Seers clip, we're having some weird bugs, and I've noticed that it's happening in basically all bosses right now, where you have bosses doing invisible effects. So as you can see here, he's attacking me, but there's no beams that are shooting off of his character. His die beam does come out, but then Cirrus does his 4-way laser spinny thing, and it's completely invisible. Can't see it at all. In fact, I totally forget about it, and I get a debuff on me, with a debuff's not even visible either. It's just a black dot, and then the quad beam appears. Even my attacks here are like sometimes disappearing. And then we get a puzzle ring, and there's no puzzle until the very, very end, as I have to get out, and the meteor falls. So this is kind of an issue. It's not fun. And I highly would recommend like kind of avoiding doing some bosses right now if you're getting this type of bug. As you can see, there's another time at the very end there where the quad beam is completely invisible, and it's very difficult to dodge. And then I had this really fun Maven Cortex, which we almost bricked due to similar things. As you can see here, the Cortex boss is completely invisible. Their debuffs they're hitting me with are invisible. Their skills are invisible. The only thing I can see is their health bar. Thank God that's there at least. And I did die to some effects that I couldn't see anything, and also made some misplays as well. So it was kind of annoying. We did all the breaches and stuff today as well. Kind of found some little bit of OP farming strategy, because right now, if you don't know,
I can't do
Zoth's
this just yet.
breach stones are way through the roof in cost. Like for a little bit there, they were 100 chaos a piece. And so it means like each splinter is worth about 1 chaos. And that is nuts. And I kind of found that Lyra Arthane going all the way over here to Flash Breach is pretty decent money. All you have to do is do any white tier map, throw Breach on the map device, and if you get Zoth, you get Cheula, you're definitely making money back, because those 10 rare monsters are going to give you a lot of splinters back. And so I think that's pretty neat. Maybe make a whole video about that. But I've had a lot of people also asking about, Don, why are you farming tier 16s, but your Atlas completion is 36? I kind of do a method that I kind of am dubbing the crown hop, where we kind of just like jump from getting our 4th watchstone and going directly to tier 16, 14, 15, 16s. And I'd probably do a whole separate video about that. It's very much different than the normal like leapfrog or slow grind up. I just want to get to the top end maps ASAP, and the build's been pretty great for that. Overall, I've been enjoying it. I think that potentially the non-low life could maybe pump a little bit more damage, just because we're spending a lot of our links here on blood magicking things that we might not normally do. So we're kind of like losing at least 2 links here. But it's been fun. It's been interesting checking out the different stuff. And I think both the blood magic and normal build are going to be totally fine. I'm looking forward to checking out more dual wield. We're now about 20 million DPS, I think, with the dual wield setup. So it's a little bit of a bump up from just doing the Terminus Est. And heck, just putting a Paradoxica on period was a damage upgrade. So even one-handing a Paradoxica is better than the Terminus. And I'm not really 100% ready to start sharing the dual wield PUB, and it'll probably be up in the description anyways, but check the description for more stuff and come by the stream. We'll be streaming obviously a lot. I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for being here, and see you soon.